Next script we should look at is how many data groups do we have in the company. Now when you do the installation of 11i R12 release 1 or 2, we have 12.0.0, you can see, or you can have 12.1 depending on sometime 12.1. Oracle will keep changing the product, but these F&D tables are working in 11i and they are also working in R12. So when you do the installation of ERP system, you will at least have these two data groups, standard and MRC, multiple reporting currency. As you can see, it is done by auto install, created by auto install, right? You can also create your own data group and give it a name, and you can see that is done by sysadmin apps DBA user or somebody who has sysadmin privilege. It can be functional guy, it can be anybody. So typically this is done by apps DBA. Now you can create data groups. This is all done through logging into the front end using sysadmin. And the question then becomes, what is the data group? Basically all the modules, the collection of modules will be hosted within the data group. This is how you will be able to filter the data, roles, responsibilities, custom forms, reports as well. Because when you're creating a specific so let me first show you that data group. If you can focus your eyes on top, you can see there is a data group and description and all the applications which are part of this data group. So by default you can create everything under standard data group. You don't have to go and have a separate data group if you don't want to. Most of the time people use standard data group. They will create their own custom data group and then they will bind the applications to that data group. And if you look at the menu role, if you go through the customization application video we have, you can see that when you get to this screen of responsibilities, because you have various applications, so you have low level data group which has a lot of applications. Now you can create a lot of responsibilities and assign those applications, right? There's a map here for application to responsibility, and once you have, you can have various responsibility and name, like, you know, finance 1, finance 2, finance 3, and they can be all given financial, say, GL responsibility, right? You can customize that way, and they can have different menus in that. But if you see here, there's a data group association as well with the request group and responsibility. So basically this is part of the security model. We'll talk about security in detail later on, but data group has applications. These are used by responsibilities, and responsibilities can be given your reporting capabilities and the forms capabilities, to add forms for data entry, reporting for running concurrent manager jobs. So the bind of responsibility also happens through a data group, as you can see, because data group is binding the application. So the hierarchy of data group, application, responsibility stays. If you create a new data group, you can have create your own full applications if you want, custom applications. You can see the screen with video we have given 2-hour video on that, and then you can have custom reports, custom menus, custom forms, custom request set, and the whole shebang. Alright, so this is how things are bound together. So it is good for you when you go to the client to know that what kind of responsibilities are there which are customized, what kind of data groups are there. So first start with data groups, identifying data groups, then you can move on to identifying custom applications, and then identifying custom responsibilities, and then custom forms, request set, and all these things. So this information, the lowest level where you have the physical isolation, if you want that kind of isolation of hierarchy of application responsibilities, request group, you can have your own data groups, or you can dump everything into the standard data group. So data group basically is defined, or which is a holder or container of applications, and that information is coming from, as I showed you, FND data groups, and we are joining FND user as well in this script to get the data for you.